A group of plants that I think should be used more in our Oklahoma landscapes are the sweet flags. Here in our Japanese garden, we've got a couple varieties of the Japanese sweet flag. This is Acorus gramineus. Now, the sweet flags, or Acorus, have traditionally been thought of as shallow water plants or bog garden plants. But as you can see, this one's growing here on the edge of a bermed up area. So it's not an area that stays moist all the time. In fact, these plants perform quite well in typical garden settings. They're a lot tougher than a lot of people, I think, realize that the sweet flags are. They give you quite a bit of color throughout the year, and even in the wintertime, as they're nearly evergreen. Now, the sweet flags kind of look like a grass or maybe a narrow-leaved iris, but they're not related to either of those plants. They're actually in the arum family with things like elephant ears and caladiums. So I think that makes them kind of neat as well. This particular cultivar is one called Ogon, also goes by the name of Wogon, and as you can see, it's got a green and gold variegated striped leaf, and it only gets to be about 14 inches tall maybe here in the garden. I've seen this used to really good effect massed in landscapes, sort of as a ground cover, where it does give again, year-round color. It'll handle full sun very well, give lots of gold color in the full sun, and it'll give you a lot of color as well in some pretty dense shade. So it's a very versatile plant. There are a couple of other cultivars of Japanese sweet flag. There's one called Aureus, and then there's another one called Aureus minimus, which only gets to be about 3 inches tall. And again, both of those are that gold color as well. In another spot here in our Japanese garden, we have Acorus gramineus Variegatus, the variegated Japanese sweet flag. It has a green and white striped leaf, and it does very well for us also. In our bog garden, we have an American species of sweet flag, Acorus calamus. It's native to the eastern half of the United States, and the variegated form of it is very striking, especially in containers. Well, as I mentioned earlier, the sweet flags are evergreen. You can see that this one has still quite a bit of color coming through the winter, but we do have some leaf tips that are a little bit scorched or tattered. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of treat it like we would a monkey grass or an ornamental grass. And we're just going to cut all these leaves off. Just remove all of this foliage from last year. And like a lot of our other perennial plants, once it starts growing, the new foliage will cover up the area, and it'll look as good as it did summer and spring of last year. Just kind of rejuvenate the plant. Now, the sweet flags, whenever you step on the foliage or crush the foliage, it has sweet, spicy, almost licorice type of scent. And some of the compounds of the sweet flags have been used in herbal remedies. Well, I hope you consider growing some of the sweet flags in your garden, and you too can get the year-round color from these gorgeous aroid type plants.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.